Hey guys, it's Barrett here. Today I'm going to be throwing some paint matched fender flares on my 2024 Denali 2500. There's the one of the paint matched flares there. As you can see from the factory, these come with the plastic flares. I'm not a big fan of the look. And today we're going to be installing the OEM set of 4 painted flares. These are all the tools that I used for the entire job. Just some dikes to help cut broken clips out. A flathead for kind of prying a little bit. You want to be careful not to scratch any metal on metal. A plastic like trim removal tool would be better, but I couldn't find mine. Anything where you can get a T15 bit in a tight space in the fender well between the tire. And then you'll also need a T20 just for removing the lights from the fenders out of the truck. This setup works best for me. I might have to use an adapter because I don't have a 1/4 inch power ratchet, but this made the job a lot quicker. But you don't need this. As long as you use a T15 bit with the bit driver, you'll be fine. So we're going to start on the front driver's side flare. I did turn my wheel slightly when I parked just to get a little bit easier access to some of the screws. We're going to have some T15 screws. I've just got a little T15 socket on a little power ratchet to make it quick. We're just gonna do these 3 to take this little mud flap thingy off, just to make it a little easier so we don't have to bend the flare as much to get it out and bend the new one getting it in. After I got those 3 out, it looks like there is another one right there and one more back there. Well, I popped it out. Looks like there was one clip holding it here, and that clip was like hooked to this piece like that. And it looks like that is like some kind of adhesion just sticking to this. I don't understand the point of that. Seems like a shitty design, like you have 5 screws holding it. I don't get it, but now we should just be able to pull this flare out. It is attached with just clips. You're gonna break some of them, but the new flare has all new clips. The last thing we're gonna do is unplug this light from under the hood. And if you guys can see down there in the fender, try to light it up for you guys. But this little plug is the plug for that orange reflector. There's a little red safety tab on it. You're gonna wanna pull it back and then just pull the connector straight out. I got her out, guys. These clips, especially some of the ones towards the top, are very stout. It feels like you're gonna bend the flare or break it, but trust me, you're not. You're just gonna wanna work your way down from that corner and up. And then once I got to about the middle, I started working from that side. Came out real easy. Obviously you wanna disconnect your little connector into the orange marker light first. There that is right there. And then you can see I broke a bunch of the clips. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. Those 2 are good, they're just still in there. So I broke about 4 clips. But again, your new one comes with all new ones. Then we'll go ahead and remove these broken clips and then install the new flare. So we're gonna need the old orange reflector off the old flare, and these are gonna be T20. The other bolts on your mud flap were T15s. So now we got a T20 on here, and you're just gonna wanna remove it. There's 2 of them, 1 on each side. And then we'll install this over on the new fender. All right, here's our new flare going in. Gonna be super careful. Line it up, start on one side, and just start pressing the clips in again. So there is the front installed and hooked up, and now we're gonna go do the back one. just to make it easier, to make sure I don't break anything. Some people just remove one mud flap to get it started. I'm gonna remove both sides. And for moving these mud flaps on the back, once you have the 5 screws removed, the T15s, it's gonna kind of rotate towards you, and there's just like a little clip, and you just kind of pull gently, it'll come out, and this little guy is just up in there. For moving the rear flare, the clips are very stout, so I recommend, to get started, taking a pretty big flathead, and then you can look down inside here and you can kind of see where the clips are. Pry up in there like that and do the first 2 clips that way, and that's enough to get it started, and you can pull it off the rest of the way. I recommend doing that on both ends of it, on the front and back. So these clips are very stout. You just have to really pull. It feels like you're gonna bend it and break it, but just pull. When you get up towards the light where the wire is, just be super careful to not, you know, come flying back and pull on some wires. See, I'm breaking a bunch of the clips. Your new flares have all new clips. And as you can see, the wire runs along the fender, so don't just pull this away from the truck. And once you unplug this right here, the loom is held in by these little keepers. You need to work it out, and then you'll put it in the new ones on the new flare. So here's the wire loom. It's all tucked into its little keeper here. Now we're gonna go ahead and install the fender flare. Hopefully no more of these clips fall out. All right, guys, so this is the truck here with the paint matched fenders installed. Definitely like the look, much better than the plastic. You can see them on the truck right there. The next thing I'm gonna be doing is swapping out the reflectors, so stay tuned for a video on that soon. I ordered some paint matched ones that light up with the white LED strip all the way across. So I'll be throwing that on this truck next. And then I also did just get my windows tinted too. Be sure to like and subscribe so you can keep following along on this truck build, as I'm going to continue to do a lot of stuff to it. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.